How's it going, Ken, Susie, Jason? Hey, Hillbilly, how's it going? Hi, Akash. Oh, well, that was the wrong thing to touch. Oh, we've got 4 songs I need to listen to. Hey, Todd. We're supposed to get showered tonight. Supposed to be wrong all the times before.
I gained a new name while I was over there.
Oh.
The blueberry slush puppy.
Oh, hopefully we don't get any snow till after Halloween, Susie.
Did you say snow?
Uh,
Wow. September, October. A long time since I've seen snow for Halloween. A long fucking time.
Well,
I was a kid trick or treating. I remember running through the snow, going from door to door. But since then, never.
I would say probably 50% of the time there's snow before Halloween.
Up in your neck of the woods, no shit, eh?
But
Thanks, Susie. I was dubbed that by Caractacus.
for today.
I think I got it in 3. I did it while I was at Glenn's. I think it was 3. I gotta check now. Yeah, 3. What the? Is that pop up now? These fucking browsers are crazy. Close that shit. It's not blueberry slush puppy. It's the blueberry slush puppy. Oh yeah, what a fucking nightmare cutting the grass. It was raining all morning, windy. Then it turned nice and sunny. And I went out, felt the grass. Okay, it's still a bit damp. Waited a half hour, and it was dry. So I went out and cut it. Oh my fucking mosquitoes! I hate the fuckers. If there's anything on this planet this Earth doesn't need, it's mosquitoes. Hey, Westtooth, you are blue. Hey, freaking Oracle.
Hey, what's truth? Oracle.
Caught you live earlier. Well, I think you were restreaming older lives, right? Or still currently doing it, I wonder. Yeah, still currently live. Never mind. Is that for building up watch hours, freaking Oracle? If so, I'll leave her open. Sunday, boring Sunday. What you over there? Yep, cool. I'll keep it open for you. Could help an hour or two maybe while I'm here. Yeah, I'm around for the next couple hours. Did they change the subscriber count to get monetized down lower? I know it used to be 1,000. I thought I heard it was like at 500 now or something. I could be wrong. Hey, Westtooth. Cool, cool, cool. $509 for super, or 500 for super chats. Okay. So it is. Yeah, that's the only thing holding my channel back, but I never fucking go live. All I do when I'm really drunk. And then I watch it the next day. I'm like, oh shit, I better take that down. I'm curious. Let's look. YouTube.
Have you tried running a few live panels there, Oracle? I hit 1,000 watch hours a long time ago.
You need 4,000 public watch hours in the last year. I'm at 374. Far from it. But yes, if you go live every day and you get, 20 people watching or so joining in that, she adds up quick. Hey, mine still says you need 1,000 subscribers though. Hey,
What is
Tom.
that?
Hello.
There's no eligibility criteria. Fundraisers. Tiffany.
Tiffany.
If that's you. If it's not you, what's true? Tell her he said hi.
Oh, I think it's time for a little bit of a King Billy.
Well, why the hell not with your bet winnings?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna play your bet winnings. Remember his
Play
bet,
some.
Myron? He bet his sister that they weren't gonna lose power. She bet $20 that she was gonna lose power because this big storm coming.
Yeah, I told her she wouldn't lose power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then while you were here, right? You texted her and asked her if she lost power. Next thing you know,
I get an email for $20. So yeah, I'm gonna play some King Billy right now with $20 that I won. Maybe it can grow into something bigger,
Maybe.
or maybe I can get raped.
Bunny kisses.
Either way,
Hello,
we're gonna
bunny
find
kisses.
out. Only live on King Billy Casino. $20 hairs.
Hey, Bunny.
I will submit. I will copy this crazy code. And I will find Amanda Maharge.
Yes, you need to send Amanda Mahard some money.
Amanda Mahar. Again, I'll press next. I'll copy this crazy code. Then I go back to the screen and make sure everything's right. I give it one last check that the numbers match. And I didn't put a comma instead of a period for the $20. You know what I mean?
You don't want to be doing that.
I will return to my merchant and I will presentation the screen. Present.
Did you teach in the inner city?
And
oh, look, you got a whopping 10 cents to play with. Uh-oh. Oh, no, you weren't on a... You were at cash out.
We'll go with some Thunderstruck Mega Moolah. But not before I smoke the grand pipe.
Grand pipe.
Grand pipe.
You're definitely not into bonus funds if you can get into this game. You signed up for King Billy, did you, S2?
Hi, Susie.
How's it going?
Great.
There. Is that better? There. I'll fix that.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I give up. I give up even freaking on American politics. Just watching some of the shit that they're pulling down there. Holy crap!
American politics?
Oh, yes, the hubby calls them the political skit. That's right.
Ah.
Oh yeah, they're fucking nuts. Yeah, our Canadian politics are. Yeah, that's true. She was basically, so she was vaping in an auditorium. She had her loved one basically groping her.
Cool.
That Bobert there, and she was drunk or stoned.
Nothing wrong with that.
They were having a good old time.
Yeah. How come those coins get slid over to that top, Todd? What are they doing there?
Yeah, they're not normal people. It's fucking nuts.
It's crazy.
Well, come off it, guys. This is so American politics, and now we're getting the same shit with Canadian politics. you know, same fucking crap is starting to spill over. And I'm like, oh my God. Because it's like, oh, so yeah, so everybody's heard that Trudeau's basically getting a divorce. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't really matter. The cut's still the fucking leader. It's fucking.
Oh, Kushner. Oh,
No. This is before there. Actress or whatever. And some products they caught him top of the field or whatever. Very couple for 20 years. It's like,
yeah.
you know, it's like, so what's his child care, child star or whatever. Like, it's not like they were in a playground doing this. It's no, you know, they were on a romantic walk on, you know, out of view of most people, you know, paparazzi. Where they get for this? That's their
Fucking people, eh?
I'm glad that, you know, she has
Crazy.
a husband that's still lost after 15, 20 years. I'm very happy for that. You know,
But a fucking politician doing it? Yeah, that's like no
a
fucking way.
politician doing it on a venue,
It's a for kids venue. That's like
where they've been loud, obnoxious, and now, you know, so fucking acting like fucking children. Yeah.
fucking that's nasty, man. I don't care. This fucking bullshit. Some of the shit that happens there. Yeah.
I gotta agree with you there.
Yeah.
What's truth and funny kisses? I'm joined up. It doesn't scare me. But if you have an addictive personality, what's truth? You shouldn't start gambling.
No, definitely not, boy. The only thing that scares me is sending a random website $3,200 and just praying that you get what you ordered. It's nerve-wracking.
15.
I ordered an e-bike.
E-bike.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't gamble. I like to just I sometimes just like watching the spinning lights, but that's about it. You know, I just watch them spin. I don't do anything else.
There's
Yeah.
a place in the States where they banned all e-bikes,
Sorry.
all e-vehicles.
No, you were
Fuck, we're in Canada.
Yeah, but what happens in the States also happens up here.
Just takes a little bit of time to get here. Yep.
Oh, I got 20 free spins.
Wow.
Wow.
okay. I'll be right back. See you guys.
Okay. I'll be right back. That sounds pretty instant. She should be back by now. Where'd Doobie go? She said she'd be right back. Get it. I think she lied to us. You should have said, you know, I'll be back in a little bit or be back in 5 minutes. Oh, that was a decent win there.
Yeah. For the first spin.
Have you ever played the Money Train game?
Nah. Don't really
You
like
have
it.
tried it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. Yetzer. I've got it once too. Yeah, I forgot what the fuck it was. It's weird. I
No
still don't
idea what it
understand the
is.
game fully. I don't
Oh,
understand it
yeah. I
fully.
remember this.
Yeah. I don't play it
know what
enough
it
to
does.
understand which ones are battling which, and it's an unlimited free spin. It depends on what happens.
Yeah.
See, that's why it says spins played. 4 spins played. Keeps going. I don't get it. Don't know what's wild. Don't know what's not. Fight. See, another fight. Oh, because see, it must be enemies. They're all fighting. Still makes no fucking sense. 3. See, and then there's a $20 in the red there. I don't understand how you would ever get that 20. Fucking weird. Don't understand it. Not sure if I want to.
Well, all you have to understand is if you're winning, you're losing.
Exactly. But most games, I can, I understand the wins and this and that, but this one's
Yeah.
like
2156.
and you still got that's it too. Sweet. That's a big playthrough times 30.
Yeah, that's
600
6,000.
Huh?
20 times 30 is 6,000, no?
No. It'd be $600 playthrough.
Oh, yeah.
600 and change. It's still a pretty big playthrough. I've
Well,
seen you do it.
Yeah, you see me do it the other day. I'm going to do it again.
Your playthrough wasn't quite that big, but you probably could have kept going. No, you can't play that.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
I didn't want
progressive.
this game. No, I didn't want that game. I clicked the wrong one.
I still won. What's he gonna do with this one now?
I never got hooked on shiny bells and flashing lights. What's truth?
No. So 51 line. The middle line is what counts. Oh, those bills needed to be up a bit. Totally different, eh? Okay.
I see what's truth. Yeah, there is no such thing.
I think I played this one before. No, I haven't. The man go up. One of those. Oh. $3.26. Chance times 2 to add 10 cents to the spin. I think you're already doing it though, yeah. $4 win. Oh shit, all right. Keep going. Keep going. 552. It's only an extra 10 cents, whatever the fuck it does. You need 8 of something. 6 doesn't do it. It's 7 of the same icon on the screen. Right there, the green one, yeah. Fucking flies. The insufficient funds. Fucking King Billy. She gone.
Oh, King Billy. What are you doing?
Yes, what's truth? They all give you free money when you give them all that information. They'll definitely give you free money. You just can't cash it out. There's a playthrough required for when you get free funds. It's usually 30 times what they give you. So they give you $10. You got to have $300 worth of playthrough before you can cash out their minimum. Most sites are 50. That one's 30. I've played a lot of them. If you're still watching.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Did you all wish Hank Williams a happy birthday today? He turned 100 today.
100, eh?
No. Alan Jackson.
Some whippoorwill. Really sounds too blue to fly. The midnight train.
It's my
I'm alone.
Yeah, that was nice of him. That was nice of Alan Jackson to wish him a happy birthday.
Wow. My appointments with
You are on my lonesome mind. We can have ourselves a good old company. It's got 2 big balls and a quarter sack.
He's saying you're cheating hard for him. I put the link into private chat there for.
Everyone starts work here tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. all tomorrow. Even I'm going. So
I'm
I'll
gonna
look
start
at
work tomorrow too. I might as well
Really?
try with you guys. We can do it together.
Give it a shot. Give it a
Yeah.
shot, buddy.
When you see John in the morning, tell him I'm trying to. We're gonna all do this together. We're gonna try going to work for the first time in a while. It's been a while.
Go to work. Go to work. Go to work. In the middle of the night, I was walking in my sleep through the valley of fear.
Where you at now,
It was so deep. Oh yeah, it's nice and itchy.
Cool. Still top on the chat list.
In the circle of life. The blueberry slush puppy.
Yes, boy.
The Bubba Girl.
I'm not sure why, but Alan Jackson likes to collect a lot of salt and pepper shakers. They're in his background. It just
It's with man
must
him.
be a story behind each salt and pepper shaker.
With man him. I'll never forget first
Might
time
be
that
his
I
wife
heard.
that's doing the collecting.
You never know.
Yeah.
You see them all back there? He's
Little
got all his salt and pepper shakers here. And they all got something in them too. You can see the salt and peppers in them. They all got a story behind them.
Getting old looking.
Yes, he is. Fuck, he must be what? Pushing 70 now.
Like a rhine stone. Well, he huffed and he puffed and he blew my house down.
No, he's not that old. He was born in 58. He's only 64 years old. I thought he was pushing 70. It's not.
Captain Feathersword.
George Strait, though, he's 71. Him, he's getting up there.
Most of that.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that. He died really young. I didn't know that, Myron. Hank Williams Sr. He's only 30 years old. I never knew that. I thought he was around longer than that. I never. From 1923 to 1953. Yes, too, back then. You got to assume back then, too, 1923 through to 1953, they wouldn't have chromatic tuners to tune your guitar. That would have all been done by ear. You got to assume such a thing.
My mom tuned the large G and the G. Somehow she tuned them until they sounded like each other.
Yeah.
And then she would start tuning down from the large G.
Just from, yeah. Cool.
Hi, Freedom Fighter. Man, how you doing?
Hey, Freedom Fighter. What's going on?
How you doing today?
Pretty
Uh,
good. Pretty good.
I know. Let's see. I got your message, Jason, by the way. Funny as hell.
You gonna stay awake?
I'm trying to. I'm really trying. Come here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, big boy. Big baby boy. Ow, get off my hand. Leave it alone.
Oh,
Alrighty then. What happened there? Excuse me. Can y'all still hear me? Yeah.
yep.
Okay. It just got so quiet. Wow. It was only noisy before you showed up because I had music playing. Okay. One last song. Ooh. Be right back. Stop.
I'm going to use your bathroom and then I'm going to work.
Oh, okay.
Jalen's in the shower.
Oh, okay.
Blueberry slush puppy?
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm taking Jordan to work with me.
Oh, right on. Must be gorgeous out by now.
It's starting to cloud over again.
Wasn't supposed to. Damn, Weather Network lied to me. A lot nicer than this morning, though.
Oh,
There's no wind now.
Would you believe there was a time in history?
Love you.
Have you?
Well,
Here, look at this. Look at how beautiful it is. Look how fucking badass I look. Came out great. The album is fucking rocking. Let's see how the vinyl look. Holy shit, would you look at that? Things I do for my fans. This is expensive. This cost me a lot of money. Ram now, 10 fucking rocking songs. It'll fucking knock your nuts off. And your titties. Now get the album, listen to it, stream it, buy it, download, whatever you do. Do not listen to Adele. Since she got skinny, she ain't good no more. She's hungry now. I made this for you, the fans. Put my heart and my soul into it. Get Ram. It's out now. Weirdo Walker Jr. here. My new album, Ram, is fucking here. Look at this.
Thank you very much. I miss you too. Somebody running. Oh my God, you guys. I know a lot of you are like, what took you so long to come back to El Paso? I don't have a good excuse, but I hope this makes up for it. Man, I have some history in this town. Been coming here since July of 1997. Used to perform on the west side of town over at Bart Reed's Comic Strip. I was here on my 21st birthday. I'll never forget. I'll never forget it. And that's the last time I drank in El Paso. You guys don't mess around. It was my birthday. I'm hanging out at the club. And they're like, it's your birthday. It's my birthday. You want a drink? I started drinking and drinking and drinking. And then the staff was like, you want a party? I was like, I want a party. I passed out and I woke up at some place called the OP.
Now, see, you guys are clapping and you're laughing because you know. I didn't know it was an alternative nightclub from LA. OP stood for and that is a messed up way to sober up. You know, I'm at the club, I'm dancing, you know. Hey. There was a little guy behind me going, yo también soy poquita. I know. But it was kind of crazy. I was getting checked out by guys. I was like, oh my God. And I know they were checking me out because they're looking at me like I look at tacos. But then I thought about it. Oh my God, I just turned on the man. Shoot. Man, I called my girlfriend. I said, you better not mess up. I have options. I have a memory. A few years back, I was doing a show at the comic strip, and my idol, Mr. Paul Rodriguez, was in town doing a benefit. He calls up the comic strip and he says, hey, listen, I'm doing a benefit up the street. I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna do some chat. Let's do it. He shows up to the club and he goes, all right, get in the car, let's go. I go, where are we going? We're going to Juarez. Juarez, let's eat some tacos here. I can't afford you here. We'll go get the time. So we wind up on the other side and we want to kill some tacos and we want to cross the border. And when we crossed the border, it was a few months after I taped a bunch of water commercials here. You guys remember the water commercials? And then they pulled me off the advertising because they said I was too fat to sell water. Whatever. So we're crossing the border and immigration was right there. They're checking the cars. We're in a blue van. My buddy Jim, who's sitting over there, was driving. And Border Patrol comes over to the window and he opens the door and he sees me. He goes, oh my God, it's you. You're hysterical. And I go, what do you think of this guy? And Paul was like, hey, what's up? And the guy was like, oh my God. And so we wound up taking pictures at the border. And it was so funny because we're outside the car and we're pretending to be arrested, right? People are driving by going, let's go, Rodriguez. We crossed the border and Paul's like, hey, I want to go hang out another time. We went to this place off the 10 called Jaguars. It's like male, gentlemen's club, whatever you want to call it. So we go in there and I'm like, oh my God. As soon as we walked in, I'm thinking Paul's going to be all, I don't want nobody to know I'm here. Goes over to the DJ and the DJ's like, all right, ladies, who just walk in, Paul? All of a sudden, there's like 32 lap dances that stop like that. And all these girls, they bum rush Paul, and I'm like, wow, get funnier. So we're hanging out there for a couple hours. We wind up outside the parking lot, and this girl jumped into the car, and she's like, oh my God, Paul, I love you. My mom is a huge fan too. Here, please, please, please. Whatever you want to say, come here. Here, please, talk to her on the phone. Oh, he looks at me in the front seat, and he goes, hey, tú, Iglesias, here. Be me. He put me on the phone with the girl's mom. I'm like, hey, señora, how you doing? Your daughter, she's a real angel. Yeah. That's what they call her here. I love Paul. Like I said, Paul's one of the main reasons why I got him to come. And he used to mess with me a lot. Trust me. In my last special, I talked about how I had a Volkswagen Beetle. It was a true story. I really had a Beetle, and I got rid of it because I got tired of the festivals. When you're a fluffy guy and you have a little car and all of your friends are professional comedians, oh, they'll make you cry. Paul especially. How the hell did you manage to squeeze inside of that? No, I have never seen a car expand before. Someone was inside of it. I go forward to the windshield. That's what I want. When you park, you go faster. One after another. And you know what it is? It's karma. Because 10 years ago, I did a film about Paul Rodriguez on TV. I used to be on a show on the Nickelodeon network called All That. So remember? Yeah. That was me. Much smaller. I was only 2X's. I was a Dos X, yeah. Anyway, as soon as the TV show season was over, they gave all the cast members gifts. They gave this one girl TV, this one kid a DVD collection. Since I was the only one who had his own car, they gave me a car alarm with a remote start to it. A lot of cars have those now, but think back 10 years ago, there was only a few that had those. Where'd you get that? I looked at him next to him. Nickelodeon! That's bad! I go to show it off to everybody. I showed my mom. I said, Mom, go to the car. I gotta use the bathroom. I left you a present. Oh, present, okay. So she goes to the car, and I started the car from the kitchen. Run outside. Mom is not there. Look at you. Nickelodeon! Oh my God, mijo. Oh, you scared me. Me sacaste un pedo, mijo. I wind up doing a show in Hollywood at a comedy club, and I'm working with my idol. As soon as the show was over, we're walking out the door, and he walks up to me. I like the whole fluffy thing you do. It's catchy. Sounds cute. Keep eating. We walk outside, and my car is parked there first because I showed up late. So, my car's right there, and Paul walks by. And, all right, take it easy. He walks right in front of my car. And my friend goes, dude, show him your car. Show him Nickelodeon. I couldn't help it, freaking. Oh, Nickelodeon. Oh, my God, pinche fluffy, you give me a heart attack. You take it easy. Valet brings his car around, a brand new Porsche 911. The car was nice. He pulls up. Valet gives him the keys. He turns around and looks at me. Hey, tú, Fluffy, check it out. Like, whatever, it's not Nickelodeon. The door pops open. Trunk. I'm not through yet. HBO.
Stage this evening, so I can say whatever the fuck I'm. You can look that up. You know why so many American kids die in high school massacres? Because they're not allowed to run in the corridors. Take your time with that. That's wrong on a number of levels. I don't know if you've noticed this, Birmingham. It's very difficult to get the first kiss right. You want to be firm, but gentle. You want to be manly. You don't want to wake her up. First dates are very delicate. Is anyone on a first date this evening? Is anyone on a first date now? On your own? Seems a little bit suspect, doesn't it? We're getting somewhere very special. Sorry, I realise women don't masturbate. You just expect us to believe you really enjoy bar. Well, well, good luck if you're on a first date. You see, first dates are very delicate because if you call her the next day, she'll think you're too keen, she'll be put off. If you never phone, she'll think the worst of you. So what I do as a compromise is I phone her the next day and call her a slag. Sometimes you can sense a friend wants to take things further. Will it ruin the friendship? Things get hot and heavy on the sofa one night, you think, all right, you're my best friend. You're not even allowed on the couch. Hot dog, town boy. Did I say down boy? I've made it, yeah.
Hi, ninjas.
Go with one leg.
What was that?
Should have used my cock.
What happened?
Yeah,
Blueberry slush puppies?
Require a mind.
everywhere.
Saturday night in Birmingham, come on.
I went and cut the grass too.
Did you want
How was the mosquitoes?
play?
I would hardly any here.
Oh wow, lucky you.
The odd one, maybe. But some nights is bad though, but it's a little breezy still. I'm surprised you had any.
It was fucking terrible. My grass was long. They were really hiding in there.
So come on, take my hand and make me understand. I wanna be with you. Wanna be so close. Oh. Oh.
Well, I hope they mature up fast enough, Susie. Well, they should. Fuck. Yeah.
King Billy, what's wrong with you? First you treat me good, and then you make me blue.
Yeah.
Oh, King Billy, wish I could hit on you. Sunday night hoedowns.
Oh, there's a hoedown? Oh, jeez.
A day.
That's good, Susie.
Wow.
You used to take the seeds out and smoke the rest, no matter what it is.
Panther White. I have no idea. You're gonna need to pat that down. Pat it back up again. Give it a couple twists, see if it's hooked to anything. You might want to go wash your hands. I started this tour this summer in Las Vegas, and while I was in Vegas, I broke this tooth off at the gum line in an alcohol swimming pool related incident. I had a show to do in 4 hours. I was drunk and missing a tooth. It looked a little unprofessional. Not to me, but to the fine folks at the Mirage, you goddamn sure did. I told him, I said, you got to get a dentist to patch this up. I will not go on stage looking like this because this tooth doesn't look that big until it's gone. They found an all-night dental school. This dentist is 14 years old. He hooks me up to the gas and I don't feel anything. I'm like, dude, you need to turn this gas up. He goes, there are regulations of state of Nevada, state with code one. And I asked him, I said, where'd you go to college? He said, Brigham Young. Fuck, dude, turn it up to Catholic. Never let a Mormon set your buzz level. Never. Don't do it. And I'll tell you why. They don't understand fucked up the way you and I do. They don't. They're guessing and they're shitty guessers. What you got to do with the procedure, you can still tell which tooth he worked on because it was a different color. My teeth look like Indian corn. I had to go to my dentist who's pitching veneers for my teeth because he says I'm doing widescreen, high definition. Every actor I know in Hollywood better have low definition, narrow screen TV so they look thin and fuzzy instead of clearly fat. I would like to see my dick on a widescreen TV. That way I quit looking at it through my reading glasses. Put these on, baby. It looks bigger than feet. I had no idea how expensive veneers were. They wanted to do 8 teeth on the top and 6 teeth on the bottom. And I was like, how much does that cost? It says $27,500. Fuck, that's just dental school. I'll teach my mother how to do it. We're going back to college, Mom. I never went to college. Grab this be fun for you then. It was a weird week. And I knew it was going to be, but it started off weird. I was going to go to Vegas a day early to do some media, and I wanted to see the show called Love. It's also at the Mirage, Beatles Circus Soleil show, fantastic fucking show. And so I was talking to my wife and I live in Atlanta and Hollywood, and we were out in California. I said, I'm leaving today at 3:30 to go to Las Vegas, and I have an airplane that you guys bought me. I like it a lot. Half the Fortune 500 companies in America have let go of their private jets. Now, Ron, why I think I'm flying that son of a bitch straight into bankruptcy. I guarantee you one day I'll be living in a double wide trailer with shag carpet and I'll have a jet with weeds growing through it. I'll be in the front seat going, push me around some. I don't come from money. I come from the opposite of money. I come from no money. 10 years ago, I lived in a camper in my friend's backyard. He didn't even know I was there.
Well, Susie, we used to just take the seeds, get them out of there, and
to a golf cart.
roll that stuff and smoke it.
I had a 20-inch Coleman television. I had to pump it up during commercials. You couldn't watch porn on it because nobody's exporting it. I was broke. bunch of money because I don't understand how that works. Confusing. When I started doing stand-up, they said that made me an independent contractor, and they said I needed to start filing my taxes quarterly, which I thought meant every 25 years. My brain won't wrap itself around shit that complicated. My brain does this. That's it. That's all it does. I have attention deficit disorder. I have learning disabilities. I don't have a high school diploma. I'm smart, but you can't prove it on paper. I do have a GED, and if you don't know what GED stands for, you probably got one too. Anyway, I told my wife, I said I'm leaving today at 3:30 to go to Vegas. My wife's singer-songwriter, composer, Margaret Ray is her name. A brilliantly talented woman. And she says, well, I'm working with a guitar player in the studio till 5 o'clock. You can't wait till 5:30 so I can fly with you. And I said, can you be there at 5:30? And she said, yes, which I knew was a lie because she's the biggest liar in my life. When it comes to how long it's going to take her to get somewhere, I hear her on the phone all the time just lying through her teeth. We're 2 exits away. Traffic's really heavy. We should be there in 15 minutes. Like, you're in the fucking bathtub. We wouldn't be there in 15 minutes if we were where you said we were. But I told her, I said, you get there at 5:30, you can fly with me. But let me tell you something, sugar tits, at 5:31, I am wheels up and I am fucking gone. I said that. Not very loud. But I said it. 5:31 gets there. Is she there? No. Do I leave? No. 6:01 gets there. Is she there? No. Do I leave? No. Why? Because this dick won't suck itself. That's why. It won't. I've asked it to many, many times. In fact, the other day, I sat my dick down. I looked him straight in the eye, and I said, listen, I know I've drug you into some pretty muddy shit in the last 35 years. I need you to get past that, learn how to suck yourself so I can grow a spine and get on with my goddamn life. It went in one ear and out the other. My dick has ears. It has an eye and it has 2 ears and a double chin. Mr. Potato Dick. The cutest thing you ever saw. I got little outfits to put on them. One of them's a raincoat. Not a condom, a raincoat. A little yellow slicker with that hat. Looks like that fish and chips dude.
Epic.
The exact same size as the one on the bottom. That's just an interesting.
What's up, Epic?
So, a comedian.
What is it, Ron? An interesting fact.
You gonna try and come up today?
So we go see Love and the old Circus of Life.
Oh, hard work you've been putting in. You figure you get a fuller, better phone than that. Adrian, you're back.
Bullshit. Crazy. Okay, I think. Damn, the wind's starting to pick up a bit here. Maybe we are going to get that shower forecast. I see it. Is that the curtain blowing in from the wind? Or is that the fan?
No, it's all wind.
Yeah.
There's no fans are going in here.
Oh, there, I seen it again.
Evil bug a monkey. Yeah.
What else?
It's nice out. Like a nice
Yes.
evening. So, out in the boot. Cut the grass, cleaning some shit up. Evil bug a monkey. like a sturgeon. Like a sturgeon. 93%. You should have all.
Uh-huh.
They show. I'm a huge fan of the Beatles, and I just love their music. Always have. Cirque's always fun, and our shows are at the same time, so I've never been able to see it. I got 8 people from my camp. My wife's sitting next to me. We have great seats because I work for the Mirage, and everything's perfect except right behind me, these 2 chicks are just jabbering. Not about the show, just jabbering, just jabber, jabber, can't shut up, jabber, jabber, won't shut up, jabber, fucking jabber, jabber. The kind of chicks that could talk around a blowjob. Well, I told him all day, if you don't fix that goddamn drink door, I'm gonna come out and slam all over the hearts of fucking big loss. I come on one more time, that baby got a shitty diaper wrapped around his ass. I'm gonna goddamn I'm gonna go to the swap meet and get a dress to wear at Arby's on Sunday. And I turned around and looked. I noticed their husbands weren't with them. I figured they're at a gun show trying to find a way out of this fucking thing. Well, that's way better. I hear the guy sitting next to him go, "Hey, could you hold it down? My family's trying to watch the show." And she goes, "Fuck you. We paid our money. Whatever the hell we want." And I'm just stupid fucking pissed. They're ruining my goddamn night. I can't hear anything but that. I've been waiting for a year to fucking see this show. And I turned around and very politely, "Don't start with me." Very politely, I said, "Lady talking during live theater, it's far social. It was like shitting in the street." He goes, "You better mind your own business." I said, "You better quit shitting in the street." He goes, "I'll have you thrown out of here." I said, "If you don't quit flapping your fucking cock holster." Everybody heard that. Before it was a little disturbance right behind me. Very few people privy to that one. Then 1,700 people hear me go, "If you don't quit flapping your fucking cock all time." This is all at a show called Love, by the way. Had her murdered and buried in the desert. Vegas, baby. Careful who you fuck with. Legend has it, you go out into the desert, and the moon is full. Oh. You can still hear her jabber.
Ron White.
The street shitter, I'm shitting in the street. Did you, what the fuck was that? That's that chick Ron killed. They call this Jabber Gulch. My favorite thing about playing Vegas is I get to play this golf course called Shadow Creek, which is one of the most exclusive golf courses in the world. I worked for them 3 years, didn't even know it existed because they knew if I found out it existed that I'd pester the fuck out of them until they put it in my contract, which is exactly what happened. It's amazing. This golf course is just fucking so tricked out. The first time I walked through the gates, I was like, nobody's stopping me. It's where all the pros play when they're in Vegas. And I was out there this summer and Tiger Woods was out there just dicking around. I may sign my golf glove. I got to be the most famous person I've ever met. And I know a lot of famous people, but nobody's famous as Tiger fucking Woods. I love Tiger, man. I defended Tiger when all that stuff first came out. When I heard those initial rumors, I felt sick to my goddamn stomach for the guy because I've never been accused of doing anything I didn't do. Not one goddamn time. I did it every single time. Not once could I go, no, that was Glenn Campbell. Hey, a lot of things smell like strippers. And I defended him to my wife. I said, you don't know what this guy's been through. He was his first famous golf shot on television when he was 2 years old. You don't know what his home life's like. You can't judge the guy because he made one mistake. And he gets dog number 13, 14, 15, 16. I started going, God damn, Tiger, come on, buddy. And it got to the point where every time he got caught with another woman, my wife would go like this. What? I don't even know the fucking guy. You act like I was holding his dick the whole time. We watched him make that long apology on television, and afterwards my wife goes, well, do you think a guy like Tiger could quit cheating on his wife? And I said, you bet. Which you know is bullshit, because you know as well as I do, if a guy likes Strange, getting them to quit wanting Strange is like getting the dog who likes to kill chickens to quit killing chickens. They don't even know what you're talking about. You got to quit killing chickens. All right, let me see if I got this straight. I can still kill chickens. No, you can't kill chickens anymore. All right. Let's say I'm in a hotel room with a chicken. Let's say the chicken just wants to touch me. Can I kill that chicken? No. My wife told me all women want the same thing. They want to marry somebody who will never have sex with anybody else, no matter what. I said, well, then maybe you should consider marrying somebody that nobody else wants to fuck. It means that much to you, you know? Don't marry the most famous golfer in the world. Marry the most famous frisbee golfer in the world. Ain't no allowed to fuck that dude. We had a chat about cheating that day. My wife told me, she goes, listen, let's get this straight. Sex is sex, period. I said, no, now, wait a minute. Oral sex is not the same as intercourse. She goes, it's the exact same thing. I said, it's not the same price. I've heard that on the radio. It all comes down to opportunity, man. Some guys are put into a position where they have to say no to beautiful women, and that is hard to do. Some guys are never put in that position, and that's way fucking easier. I see these big 350-pound guys all the time going, I have never cheated on my wife. I bet that was tough. Tiger doesn't get any credit for all that pussy he turned down, and that's the number you're looking for right there. My wife's best friend, her husband cheated on her, and my wife hates Tiger's guts. And I'm like, well, what about that guy? You don't hate that guy. She goes, he did it one time. I said, he had one chance. This guy had sex with 100% of the women he possibly could his entire goddamn life. Tiger was 18 for 82,000. That takes a little goddamn discipline right there. If 82,000 women want to have sex with you and you only fuck 18 of them, that's love. He was in love with that woman. She broke his honey Tiger heart. He lost all those sponsors, which never made sense to me because his core fan base is men. I don't know one guy in America gave a fiddler's fuck what he did. I guarantee you, not one guy in America went, really? Tiger got some straight pussy? I'm dropping AT&T. Not one guy gave a fiddler's fuck. Now, when they were around their wives, they'd act like they gave a fiddler's fuck, get all foghorn, leghorn. Why, I can't believe a man would commit such transgressions towards his wife. I say, how's his relationship with the Lord? I'd like to know. Then as soon as they're around their buddies, they're like, wonder what kind of cologne he wears. I want to smell just like that dude, man. He lost so many sponsors, I'm thinking about bringing him over to Ron White Inc. And not because we need a new face for the company. I just love to have somebody around the house to fade the heat when I fuck up. Ron White, you are the most selfish prick I have ever met in my life. Tiger, get in here. You tell her what you did. Ron White, you're the finest man I have ever known. I shall fall to my bended knee and suckle your penis. Well, thank you, Mary. Slow down. Watch out for those ears.
Wow. That's crazy.
My New Year's resolution this year was to lose some weight, try to get in better shape.
Yeah.
I was working out yesterday and I hurt my fat. I sprained my fat roll. Everybody in my camp's on my ass about taking better care of
Ron White.
What? My wife bought me a bicycle thinking I might ride it. It's for sale. Good deal too. It's like new. Got 750 yards on it. My wife wants me to start doing yoga with her, and I said, "Look, baby, I'm not that flexible." And she goes, "You can bend over and touch your toes, can you?" I said, "The only way I can touch my toes, somebody cuts them off and hands them to me." I can't even stand on one foot unless somebody shine a flashlight in my eye. this is funny. We were at my wife's yoga school the other day. And they have a vegan restaurant there, and my wife goes, "Why don't we eat here? We've never eaten here." I said, "Fine, let's eat here because this dick won't suck itself." It's all about compromise, folks.
He's a comedian.
And I take my tray around to all the bean sprout piles, and I get to the cash register, and my tray is empty. And the purple dreadlock-haired kid that runs the cash register goes, "Mr. White, aren't you going to have something for lunch?" And I said, "There's just something here that I eat." He picks up a piece of carrot cake wrapped in cellophane. He hands it to me. He goes, "Try this. It's vegetarian." The carrot cake is vegetarian? Yeah. So you mean to tell me there's no ham in this? Because my mother makes a meat lover's carrot cake. It's got sausage, pepperoni, hamburger meat. Not really heart healthy. She serves it with a Lipitor and a stint. They have Snuggies now for dogs, and I love dogs, but if I ever see a dog wearing a Snuggie, I'm going to kill it. Because that's what I think the dog would want me to do. I think if all dogs go to heaven, Michael Vick's going to be a little nervous if he makes the cut.
Hey, cat.
Hey, Miss Cat.
There's going to be an awkward pause at the pearly gates.
Mind blowing.
Really? They're all here? Yeah, it seems like they're waiting on you, too, man. I'm going to slip off the tail. Tell Bin Laden I said,
All right,
fuck.
Brain, relax.
We got blood. It took 10 years. It wasn't exactly a calf rope. He was in that house for 6 years with 5 wives. I would have shot my fucking self. I'd have had my head out the window screaming at drones, going,
Yep.
women. We have a little French bulldog named Pearl, and the other day my wife said, "I finally figured it out. That dog is jealous of me. That dog loves you so much, she can't stand it if I'm in the same room with you." And I said, "Oh, don't be ridiculous." And she walked into the kitchen, and when she did, Pearl jumped on my stomach and said, "I can have all your babies at the same time." She's coming back. Act like nothing's going on. Nothing is going on. I didn't know whether to buy more of that weed or never smoke it again. I went with A. I got busted with weed in Florida last year. Less than a gram of weed. And they took my happy ass to jail. I've been partying in Florida for years. I didn't even know they had laws. Looks to me like everybody just run amok down there. And I'll run amok with you. I will run the fuck out of amok with you. They took me to jail, man. And I'll tell you what happened. I fired these 2 pilots for being dickheads. And there were such dickheads, they started following my plane around on a software called FlightAware. And if you know the tail number, you can follow any plane in the world anywhere it goes. And then right before I landed in a town, they call the cops, tell them it's a drug plane. So the cops would come fuck with me. It's pretty fucking funny. Then they were on the news in Atlanta, where I live. Both of these assholes live on the news going, "Ron White is out of control. He gets drunk on his plane. He smokes pot on his plane. He has sex on his plane." I'm like, this is my plane we're talking about, right? Not like I did that shit on a Delta flight, for fuck's sake. No, my phone's off. My wife got pissed at me when I got busted with that weed, and she smokes pot. What the fuck is up with that? I come home, she goes, "You smoke too much pot." I said, "Oh, let me get this straight. You smoke the correct amount of pot." You ever smoke so much pot your wife starts to make sense? Me either. I have this reoccurring dream about my bus. Does that make me a fan? I'm driving the bus. Beep, 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 beep. He's had enough. Early last year in Florida, in SeaWorld of Florida, an animal trainer was killed by a killer whale. Huh. Turns out there's a reason they didn't name them ocean ponies. Some things are exactly as they seem, folks. Killer whales kill. Pilot whales wear dark sunglasses. I'm not sure how the sperm whale got its name, but I'm not getting in the pool. That whale did a job back then. When I first saw it on the internet, I mean, this world news and all. They put the back. This whale killed 3 people. This killer whale. If he got his job back, if that had SeaWorld, Texas, that whale would have gone straight to the fucking electric pool. And that's just a regular pool with a toaster thrown in it. People think they're expensive to make, but it's like $14. You can reuse the extension cord. Hold up for that. Get another toaster. Dude. They busted a sushi restaurant last year in LA selling a whale, and they fined them $200,000. Oh, that is so fucking wrong, man. To take a 50,000-pound majestic animal and serve it up 2 tiny slices at a time. Oh, that's good. Got any more? Shit, yeah, we do. We have a shit road. We make a big commitment. I don't know how I got caught. Maybe that 14-foot fin hanging out of the dumpster. I should have frozen red. Yeah. Probably should have frozen red. I lived in Atlanta half the year, and last summer in Atlanta, an idiot teenager was decapitated at a major amusement park in Atlanta on a very famous roller coaster. And now what I thought happened was he was on the ride, stood up, and got his head cut off. That's not what happened. What happened was he was on the ride, his hat flew off. And when he got off the ride, he climbed over 2 fences and went through 2 gates, telling him not to retrieve his hat, which it turns out didn't really need after all. Wow, that story is dripping with irony, Mr. White. The part of the show where I prove my job better than yours. Cheers, you guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for coming. I was at home last week and my nephew called our house, and I never answer the phone in my house ever. And I think he was surprised that I did. And I answered the phone. He goes, "Uncle Ron, is that you?" I said, "Yeah, it's me." He goes, "Uncle Ron, did you know it's okay to be gay?" Well, I don't answer the fucking phone in my house right there. That's my problem. When you're right, it is okay to be gay. Do you know what gay means? He goes, "That's where a man likes a man or a woman likes a woman, but they can't have babies." Well, you believe that's 6 years old? This kid knows what gay? I didn't find out what gay meant till I started hitchhiking. I wrote a book, 7 Silly Secrets Truckers Just Don't Want You to Know.
Oh, it's there.
My wife and I are big fans of the reality TV show on HBO called Pornucopia, Sex in the Valley. It's a reality show about the pornography industry in San Fernando Valley, which is where most of it's made. And we bought the first season because it's fucking hilarious. This one episode was about guys that were straight porn stars, but they were doing gay porn because it pays 5 times the money. And they're interviewing this guy, and he goes, "Yeah, I was in a scene yesterday with 5 guys at the same time, and I'm not even gay." I was like, "You're gayer than I am." If you can even think of what to do with 5 dicks at the same time, you're way fucking gayer than I am. That would be this gay part of my show. I was having dinner the other night with this CBS executive, and who I've known for years. Great fucking dude, man. And he's gay, and I've never said a word to him about being gay. I just knew that he was. We're having dinner in Beverly Hills and talking about a potential show. And this chick walks into the restaurant. This LA smoking fucking hot, man. Probably an actress or a model. She was in the old Twitch meetings. I don't care. She has children. I don't think the letters line up, but that's what it is. She sits at a table kind of near us by herself. And I had a couple bottles of wine with the dinner and a couple scotches before that. I was pretty drunk. And I said, "You mean to tell me that does nothing for you?" And he looked at her and he goes, "Not a thing." I said, "You mean you would rather have sex with me than her?" "Not by much." "What if I lost some weight? I'm doing yoga and I'm eating ham-free carrot cake. My dick has ears." That's my favorite thing about LA is the people out there are just so goddamn pretty. I'll tell you how it happened. Back in the 20s, they started making movies out there. And when they did, all these beautiful people from all over America flocked the fuck out there to be in the movies. And they couldn't all be in the movies. Some of them got regular jobs, but they met those people that were in the movies. They got together. They had these beautiful babies. And those babies grew up and met other babies from the same area. And they got together and had even more beautiful babies. And almost the exact opposite thing is happening right now in Kansas. Kansas is full of ugly quitters. Have you ever been there? It's true. Those people that live on the fucking West Coast, their forefathers got on the Oregon Trail that fought hardships you and I can't even dream of, with starvation and weather and crossing the Rocky Mountains. Not those people in Kansas. Their forefathers got on the Oregon Trail. St. Louis, Missouri. They got to Kansas, said, fuck it, I'm staying here, and I'm going to fuck that fat girl right over there. We had a baby. It looks like a potato. And that potato grew up and met another potato from the same town. Abracadabra, Topeka. My wife came home from the store the other day and she goes, I was in the produce department today and this guy told me I was beautiful. Well, baby, he's right. You are beautiful. Yeah, he said it. Well, I'm saying it now. You're beautiful. Yeah, but he said it. Really? You ever overdraw his checking account? You ever drive his brand new Mercedes straight through the fucking garage door? That ever happened to that guy? It happened to me, and I think you're so hot, I fuck you anyway. And if you're one of these guys going around the grocery stores telling married women they're beautiful, hey, fuck you. Kill your own chicken, you mother. Kill it. My wife's best friend has an autistic child named Lewis. Lewis is 12 years old. He's the sweetest child I have ever known. Known him since he was 6. And we were at their house Labor Day. Lewis informed me that he was going to run the 40-yard dash for the Special Olympics at Gwinnett High School, near where I live in Atlanta. And he asked me if I'd come hoot for him. And I said, Lewis, I'd love to come hoot for you. I just need to check my schedule. And he goes, we checked it. You're clear. Well, then I'm your man, Lewis. And I got to admit, I was dreading it, and I ended up having fun. I thought it was going to be sad. That's why I was dreading it. It's a celebration, is what it is. People are tailgating. They're not painting their faces and bellies blue, but they're cooking sausages, getting hammered, betting on these races. Make no mistake about it, they are betting on these races. And it's not easy to handicap a race. You got 17 special needs kids in 6 lanes. You don't know what the fuck's going to happen. When they fire that starting pistol, they can scatter.
Ain't any.
Stop, drop, and roll. We saw it all that day. They're not drug testing these kids. And they announced a 40-yard dash, and I was making a little wager on my man Lewis, which I did for $100. And I was looking down at the track. I'm up in the stands. I'm trying to figure out which one's Lewis, which isn't easy because they all wear the exact same thing. They wear Special Olympics t-shirts, Special Olympics shorts, which they got that day. So you can wear whatever footwear you want. And Lewis, for whatever reason, had chosen yellow rubber boots. Which didn't make sense at first, and then it started raining. Fuck, if this thing goes off road, I got a natural mudder. And Lewis won. The yellow blur. That's what I call him now, the yellow blur. He loves that nickname. His mother called me the other day. It's not like professional sports. You go to a Lakers game, you wave at Kobe Bryant till your arm falls off. He won't wave back to you. Lewis waved back to you in the middle of a fucking race. He doesn't give a shit. Lewis is fan friendly. Lewis will stop and sign an autograph. The yellow color. I took my son t8o to Europe this summer. My son is 21 years old now. He's in college getting his master's in entertainment business. He's a great kid, man. I'm so proud of him. He's smart. He's funny. He has my brain's high-end peaks without my low-end problems. That's some good goddamn news for Daddy. We've been monitoring it. He's funny. I was doing a corporate gig in Orlando where he goes to college, and I was backstage with him. I don't get asked to do a ton of corporate gigs because what do you want your corporate image to be? We were hoping for an overweight alcoholic that smokes and cusses.
I tried. I'm just not overweight.
Call Lewis, see if Ron's free.
Ron White, Danny.
Anyway, I'm backstage in the green room with my son, and I wear wild socks. And because I do, people give me bizarre socks for whatever reason. And I'm backstage with my son. I'm putting on these weird socks. And Marshall goes, Dad, those socks are gay. I said, chicks dig these socks. He goes, chicks wear those socks. All right, he's my kid. You can stop those texts. I love his mom, man. His mom's great. She's my second wife. I never argued with her ever. She didn't want to be married to somebody that was always going to be on the road. The only argument I ever remember having with her was when he was a toddler about whether or not we should spank him. And her contention was that if you had an argument with an adult and you disagreed with him, you certainly wouldn't hit him. I said, I would if they peed in my face. I'm not kidding. Be in my face. See what the fuck happened. She busted him with internet porn when he was 15, and I felt so sorry for him. She called me to squawk. And I felt horrible for the kid because when I was 15, I was so horny I could jack off to the Sears catalog. And that's just big girl panties and lawnmowers. I can't imagine being 15 years old and having an unstoppable stream of pornography piped straight into your goddamn bedroom. When I was a kid, I had to earn porn, man. You had to wait till your friend's dad went out of town on business. You had to pull down a rickety spring-loaded attic ladder. You had to crawl up into a dusty, spider-ridden fucking crawl space, forge through cardboard boxes till you find an 8-millimeter reel. Then what? Learn how to work a fucking projector. That's what. And after all that, you got silent, bushy porn. And if there was a soundtrack, it was always so fucked up you couldn't understand it. He's gonna stick his finger in her ear? No, his penis in her rear. Watch the movie. We had one friend that was 2 years younger than us, and he went, she put it in her mouth. I didn't know she was going to put it in her mouth. She's going to need to brush her teeth. Not yet, but she will. Watch the film. Note to self, Put it in her mouth. The Lord told me, she goes, that's my last name. She goes, you're going to need to talk to your son about sex. It's time. And I said, well, you're right, it is. And she goes, when are you going to do it, Rob? I said, he's going to be at the house this weekend, so I'll talk to him then. And I said, okay, fine. I said, Marcia, turn off television. I said, turn it off. I need to talk to you. All right. I said, I want to talk to you about sex. Oh, Dad, come on. I said, now you're 15 years old. It's time we had this talk. And he goes, okay. I said, the clitoris is as sensitive as an eyeball. Is that it? That's all I got.
Whoa.
Don't go rubbing on it if it's dry. Turn that TV back on, boy. What about safe sex, Dad? Yeah, it's never safe. Their husbands always come home. That's a fucking myth. So smart, man. I just can't believe how smart kids are today. He can answer any question you can come up with. Get 2 seconds off his phone. He's a computer freak anyway. You ask any question, doesn't matter world geography, world history, a note, a song written 300 years ago, could be used. There it is. When I was a kid, I had to believe my mother. That's it. That's all I had. Mommy, where do rainbows come from? Well, 3,000 years ago, an 800-year-old man named Noah was commissioned by the Lord to build a giant ship, and all the animals, 2 by 2. You try to run that crap by a kid today, they're like, click, click, bullshit. Click, click, porn. People fucking on my phone. If my mother didn't know the answer to a question, I had to go to the library, which is a building where they used to store the knowledge. Now it's just a place where homeless people piss.
Yes.
But my mother used to drop me off at the library when I was a kid. And I was always so intimidated by it because it was so big. And you had to be quiet because the knowledge is sleeping. You had to learn a decimal system made up by some fuck named Dewey. You had to peruse 100,000 square foot building with volumes of knowledge from floor to ceiling, ceiling to floor. You had to cross-reference Dewey's bullshit with the author's name and the card catalog. And you finally get to the place where the knowledge that you seek is supposed to be, and it might not fucking be there. Where's the knowledge that I seek?
She said, no. I said, the spirit. Rape is such a horrible word, though. It's such a harsh, brutal, awful word. Rape. That's why I prefer to call it a struggle snuggle. You couldn't stay mad at a struggle snugglist, could you? Bloody adorable. No, I've been a comedian now for about 10 years. I've been doing this job for about 10 years, and I thought this year I would try and get a bit better. Not a crazy idea, right? One of the things I was quite weak on was regional accents. Is anyone here good at regional accents? No. You could barely say the word yes there, so you're not even good at talking, never mind accents. But I was no good at doing regional accents, and it's one of those things that as a comedian, it's quite good if you could be good at You haven't got an accent, you tax-dodging scum. Do you want to hear my favourite Irish joke? Maybe only Irish people get this joke. I'll tell you and see. What's the difference between a riot and a gypsy wedding? You can't buy a gate at a riot. Maybe that's just an Irish thing. Well, look, we'll move on. Every year in my show, I write some jokes that require a visual element to be fully enjoyed, and this year is no exception. So what I thought I'd do now is show you some of the pictures I've done to illustrate the next jokes. Do you want to see them? Excellent news, because that is what happens next. I've had some ideas. I'll kick off with some ideas. I've had an idea for a rape alarm that when you press it, it plays the Benny Hill theme music. You know, to make it more of a caper. Some advice for you. The best way to test the temperature of a bath is with a baby's elbow. I've had an idea of how to prop up our currency, the pound, against the euro and the dollar. What we do is we print new pounds, and this time the Queen is smiling. If things get really bad, tits out, Your Majesty. Little joke for you. What do you get if you cross the Queen and Prince Philip? Killed in a tunnel. Too soon? It's been 14 years. Get over it. All right, point taken. I'll drop that from the raw variety. Say that, Prince Philip would probably piss himself. Though he's 82, he'd probably piss himself anyway. Some thoughts for you. When you think about it, a rhino is just a unicorn that didn't moisturize. Gillette claims to be the best a man can get. What about a blowjob from twins? To Jedward. The speed men shave in adverts. If I shaved with that kind of speed, my balls would be in shreds. When I was told I was bipolar, I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. A friend of mine's got OCD. For those of you that don't know, OCD is an abbreviation. It's just a shorter, quicker way of saying I'd be a really annoying girlfriend. If all the veins in your body were laid out in a straight line, you would die. Talk about some social issues. My neighbour is noisy and nosy. He's always banging on the wall, shouting, "Is anyone there? I've fallen. Is anyone there?" It's none of your business if anyone's here. Still, he's gone quiet now. Childhood is now effectively over by 11, which is when the pubs close and Uncle Terry gets home.
Yeah.
Oh, Uncle Terry. I was traumatized as a child. Our priest was cheating on me. I just want to reach out to people that attempt suicide and say, come on, have another go.
Try it again.
Keys to the city, that's a weird thing, isn't it? The keys to the city. Of course, I don't have that, do they? You just get given a coat hanger. As a fashion statement, socks with sandals says I'm either a German, a paedophile, or a cunt. Quite possibly all three. Apologies to any paedophiles or cunts we have in. Not going to be any Germans at a comedy gig. Health. Let's talk about health. That's important, isn't it? I heard that because of women putting on so much weight during pregnancy, it's a good idea to take off your wedding ring. So I did. Posh Spice, Victoria Beckham. She's so thin, she's got to be careful when she has a bath. Because if the water's too hot, she could turn into stock. Obese children put a lot of strain on the NHS, not to mention seesaws and swings. You know, if things carry on as they are, it's predicted that in 40 years' time, the average toddler will be 43. Tell you what, let's talk about religion. That couldn't possibly upset anyone. If Jesus is the way, and to be a Christian is to be in Christ, then aren't all Christians just in the way? Jesus says he loves me, but I worry about the age gap.
We're all primed up, brother.
Now you'll notice that deference and respect to our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ. I've let him bum me. I've got a Muslim friend who's really religious. Feel the tension in the room. I've got a Muslim friend who's really religious. Backwards, which is handy because that's how you read it. Surprisingly well informed and inoffensive joke about the Islamic faith. And that's because I'm not a fucking idiot. What are the Christians going to do? Forgive me. Good luck with that. Speaking of Christians, any Catholics in? You Catholics? Catholics are a weird bunch. Look at the rosary. Basically, anal beads. Now, I think the next thing for me, career-wise, ladies and gentlemen, will be doing some sort of interview show where I talk to people. You know, this kind of setup, couple of chairs, you face off against each other. Parkinson, Jonathan Ross, Graham Norton, those kind of shows. That'd be great to get. You can't doing it on TV like day one. That'd be tricky. So what I thought what we'd do on this tour is practice. Get someone out of the audience every night with an interesting job or a claim to fame and interview them and get a bit of practice with the interviewing. So to that end, does anyone have an interesting job or a claim to fame? Oh, good, your hand's gone straight up. What do you do? You were on TV in Poland. I will take that to mean you work in the adult film business. So you've been on Polish TV. Okay, well, that's a claim to fame. Well done, you. And Polish radio. Well, finally. Fucking sealed the deal. Okay, any other claims to fame? Interesting jobs? Any others? I mean, it could be from anywhere. You're a priest. Who's a priest? You're a priest. I'm looking at you. You might have had some dealings with priests. Stand up just for a second. Just turn around, just so people can see. I mean, am I being cynical? She's definitely not a fucking priest. Any other interesting jobs? What, sorry? You own your own pizza shop? You sound fucking chopper yourself. I own my own pizza shop. But there's a massive problem with obesity in this country. You should be fucking ashamed. Pizza, well done. Well done. And you, the best pizza, you say? Voted best pizza in Britain by you? Best independent pizza. What? I didn't care the first time. You can. Any other unusual jobs or claims to fame? You're a what? A funeral director. Your voice couldn't go any better with your job. It's fucking dead. How am you dead? Fucking shit here. Okay, so funeral director, that's interesting. I like that as a job. That's fascinating. Any other interesting jobs? What's your name? Caroline. What do you do, Caroline? You work in TV. Well, what do you do in TV? You work on what, sorry? You work on Holby City. Oh. Well done, I love it. I love what you've done with Holby City. I think the fucking genius move with Holby City recently was casting Hugh Laurie and changing the location to America. Well done, you. I think we should talk to the funeral. Should we talk to the funeral director? Funeral director, what are the chances of you getting down here? Don't fucking jump or we'll have to bury you. If you can make your way down to here, then we can talk to funeral director. That sounds exciting. While he's making his way down, yeah, give him a smash. He's making his way. While he's making his way down, because it's a big old venue, he's taking a minute. Any other claims to fame in the room? Any other exciting? You're a what? You're a paleontologist in Birmingham. In case any dinosaurs, there's dinosaur bones, yes? And you look at those.
Oops.
Not just dinosaurs. What, have you got another part-time job in Asda, have you? What else do you look at? Different fossils. Wow. I'm sure paleontology, I'm sure that's a brilliant, wonderful scientific thing to do, but I did a project on dinosaurs when I was 6, and I loved it. I was very excited, and I did lots of pictures, and I stuck them in, and I did a whole project on dinosaurs, and I loved them. And then what I did, and this is an interesting note to you, I grew up. I'm still doing my dinosaur book. I like it. I'll indulge you. What's your favourite dinosaur? A velociraptor, because of Jurassic Park. Oh, but you might as well have said Barney. Undertaker. I'm slightly worried that there's been a death in the village, and he's been pulled away. Where the fuck is he? Where the fucking hell did you come from? You're a human being. Hello, how are you? Hello to you, sir. Come and say hello. Right, how are you, sir? Have a sit down.
I'm all right.
What's your... Sorry. How am ya?
Have I too bad, the old booker?
Okay, you're not a gangster rapper, so just hold that like a normal human being. Okay. What's your name? I didn't even get your name.
John.
John. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll set this up properly. Hello, my name's Jimmy Carr. I'm joined this evening by John, the funeral director from Birmingham. Well, hello, sir. What's your average day involve?
Making coffins and doing funerals and...
Doing funerals. Making coffins.
Yeah. Collecting deceased.
I'm slightly terrified by you. How do you, so you collect the body? So in a hearse or in just a back of transit?
In a private ambulance. Sort of like a transit, but a bit more sophisticated.
When you say a private ambulance, is it just transit with ambulance written on it in pen? In dirt?
Not really, no, not quite like that.
Okay, so you go and collect them from the... So you have to turn up all kind of, in a black suit and stuff, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing this, so nobody recognises me.
They're not going to recognise you anyway, because they're dead. It'd be lovely to meet someone who's still breathing. Lovely fucking change for you. Do you get involved in the embalming?
Not so much now. When I first started, I had a bit, I said, help out with the grim stuff, but not so much now. I've been doing it years.
Sorry, so not so much now.
No.
It sounds like there was an incident that stopped you from doing it.
No.
Sounds like they went, hang on, get away from that. That's not breathing.
No. I tend not to do much with the bodies anymore. If that's the right thing to say.
You don't do so much with the bodies now.
No. I'm more doing coffins and funerals and.
Now, you work in this industry? Is there any now? Necrophilia is something that's talked about. I'm only asking because Because people think they're going to get away with it, but ultimately, you know, they'll get caught because some rotten cunt will split on them. My necrophilia joke, everyone. You're welcome.
But I've been caught yet.
You haven't been caught yet. Do you want to hear my favourite like funeral joke? Well, not Undertaker joke. I don't know if this is like based on a true thing, but you might know this even. There's an old lady, beautiful, nice old lady, and she's, you know, her husband's died, and she goes to the funeral parlour where you would work on it, and she's talking to the guy that does your job, and she says, he's beautifully laid out. She said, well, you know, that classic sort of thing, always never looked better. He looks lovely, but I wanted him to be in his blue suit, and you've got him in his brown suit. Could you put him in his blue suit, not his brown suit? And the guy says, not a problem, madam. And then leans out the door and goes, change the heads on 2 and 4. Because presumably, once you're burying them, do things go on? Like, because people get buried with jewellery and stuff? Do things?
Nah, nothing like that.
Nothing like, it's a nice watch, man. Just. And what do you live in Birmingham?
Well, Cradley, just outside Birmingham. Black country.
Racist. I'd say that's an interesting thing. How did you get into it? How did you get into being?
I did for my work experience when I was at school.
You did your work experience. It sounds like you turned up to that meeting late. What's left, sir? Well, you're going to be working with corpses. That's quite a cool thing, though, isn't it?
Sure.
Has anyone ever woken up? Because you hear stories about something to do with fluids in the spine. You hear stories about people kind of bolt upright.
Oh no, never, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Nothing like that. You just position them how you want. You're away. John, well, look, you've come up and shared a bit about what you do, and I think that's an interesting thing to do. It's a life less ordinary working as a funeral director with some corpses and things and death. You've got to deal with it. Hard part of life, but whatever. I feel like I should give something back. And the thing that I'm good at is writing jokes. I'm good at doing sort of one-liners. So I'd like to do a joke for you about, and it's sort of like my party piece, John. It's what I can do. What I can offer the world is jokes. So what would you like a joke about? Could be anything at all. Could be funeral directing, could be getting married, could be anything you want. Anything at all. I will write a joke from, like, off the top of my head, just really quick.
Drum and bass music.
Why did the lion get lost in the forest?
I don't know.
Because jungle is massive.
Yes.
I think it was too easy. I think that was too easy a thing. So why don't we go for something else? Go for something more difficult. Anything at all. Be as abstract as you want.
Sounds familiar.
Motorbikes.
All right. Okay. Okay. So two motorcycle guys, like bikers, like Hell's Angel bikers, right? Two guys, massive bikes. Walk into a bar. They're all in the Harley Davidson kit, whatever. Helmets on. Walk into a bar. Barman sees him come. The barman goes, "Drinks, gentlemen," and the bikers go, "Cheese and onion crisps."
Hey, midnight.
Pretty good example. And now I just
Hoping to go do some karaoke in a bit.
John, this is like a setup thing. I don't know you, right? So like, off the top of my head, if you said bikers, you could have said anything, or motorbikes, and I did bikers, and off the top, and two of them, and then
Brilliant.
John, everyone, give him a round of applause. John, thank you so much. Really appreciate you coming up, man. Thank you so much. Hey, do you want to go back there? You can go for now. Okay. John, everyone. Oh, I very much enjoyed my brilliant motorbike joke. That was no joke there, John. We're just fucking. He's the nicest one. I hope when I die, he buries me.
Damn you.
Don't think, John. That alone. Didn't like it when I was alive. Right, more on me. My girlfriend said to me during sex, she said, "Did you remember to lock the front door?" I said, "Yeah, there's no way you're going to escape." I had a relationship with a blind girl, which was rewarding but challenging. It took me ages to get her husband's voice right. You didn't see that coming. Neither did she. Who picks up guide dog shit? Some young women drink so much they black out and can't remember what happened the night before. If that's you, don't worry, love. I made a video. Shouldn't joke. My granddad was an alcoholic. We used to call him Alco Pops. I remember he used to press flowers. Well, I said that used to fall over a lot in the garden. Have you all been to the cinema recently? Has everyone been to the cinema? See, there's an advert now in the cinema telling you not to buy pirate DVDs because it's not the real cinema experience. And then it goes on to say, because if you buy a pirate DVD, someone might get up in the middle of the film and go for a piss. And you think, yeah, that is annoying. But it's a lot like being in a cinema. My ex-girlfriend bought me the Kama Sutra last year as a gift, which put me in a very awkward position. I'd like to talk about a sex act that I don't fully understand. Are you all familiar with it? No, I like the 69 as much as the next man. If he is a man, that'd be terrible. I like the 69, but I don't really understand it because it's an incredibly intimate thing to do with another human being. But how does the 69 occur? It only ever happens when the man says to the woman, "Would you do that thing that I like?" And the woman goes, "Yeah, all right, but only if you do that thing that I like." And the man goes, "Not a problem, away you go." And the woman says, "No, because the last time I did the thing that you liked, you were a little bit sleepy afterwards. You fucked off to sleep. You said, we'll call it a 68. It's like a 69, but I owe you one." I like everything about the 69 apart from the view. The perineum, or taint. I like to call it the Amanda Holden. It's like Amanda Holden on Britain's Got Talent last year. It's a bit between the arsehole and the cunt. Piers fucking Morgan. He's interviewing people now. When I said I wanted Piers Morgan to get Parkinson's, I didn't mean his fucking job. You shaking your head at a Parkinson's joke. That's inappropriate. Right, let's try some real stuff.
Sorry, I missed it.
Lady wind. Queefing. Fanny parts. Expulsion of air from the vajayjay during sexual intercourse. A cunt grunt.
Midnight. I'm gonna go
There are
join
two
this
main
karaoke
responses when
here.
the queef occurs. Some couples, it doesn't matter how
Okay,
gnarly
well,
or
shut her
squelchy the
down.
noise, they deny the queef. Hear anything? No, I didn't hear anything.
Everybody that's in the chat,
Okay, move
from
on.
chat today, thank you for coming. We'll catch you all tomorrow, maybe.
Not a problem. I like to go a third way. I like to
Take
pretend.
care, everyone.